Hello YouTube, this is C.W. Smith here, and I am finally back with a review. Well, a TV show review anyway, one of the CW shows, and I apologize for not being able to do it much. But I know I've been trying to upload it as best as I can, but from now on, I'm going to try my best for you guys to do my review videos. Before I do, if you can see, there are two posters because, let me show you. The Marvel poster is like up here. I moved it up because I got a new poster. Well, technically, I got it at Walmart a couple months ago, but I never got it up because there was a little nail up in like a little around the corner, a little in the middle. But I finally got it off and moved it and put this baby on. This is the DC poster. It's from DC Rebirth comic, DC Rebirth. So I finally happy to get this poster up. I'm really happy about that. But this is gonna be Arrow from last week. This is entitled Docket number 11, 1941, 73. And the title of the episode might be kind of Easter egg because November is the 11th November in 1941. It was the first appearance of the Green Arrow, and 73 is I think it was on the Action Comics issue number 73 or whatever 73 was. I can't remember now. But that was a nice Easter egg over that, and basically, the episode before this one I'm talking about right now, Ricardo Diaz fought and challenged him to a fight, and he said, if you win, I can leave Star City. But Oliver lost, and he said, okay, you leave Star City. But Ricardo decided to change his mind. He said, okay, you can stay in the city, but in prison. So this episode that I'm talking about right now, Oliver now is in court, talking and having the case that he's going to prove that he's the Green Arrow. And I kind of, well, and there's one moment I didn't expect to happen, but I'll talk about that later. I'll talk about that. So it wasn't Oliver. They were talking about these things that happened to him. Well, one of the other lawyers that wants to fight against Oliver's case, she was basically she's kind of like a little annoying, but I mean, her performance was good overall. And Oliver's lawyer, I've actually seen her a few times on the show because she was the one that represented his mom's case. Well, a couple of seasons, I think season 2, and people kept defending Oliver, that he's not the Green Arrow. He does the good as the mayor. And Ricardo, Renee sees this, and he decides, you know what, he's gonna put everything aside, and he wants to help Oliver and get him out of prison, get him out of the cage, get him out of the court, and don't him go to prison because sure, he does think to him, Oliver doesn't think that he should, sure, but he decided, and he put that aside for his daughter. And because and for William, and even Oliver's lawyer asked him if he is the Green Arrow, and he told her he was, which I did not see that coming, to be honest with you. But she wanted him to say he is the Green Arrow. He said no, he shouldn't, because if he does, then people around him, he wants to protect the people that he cares about, such as Felicity and William, and his friend, and John Diggle, and other people, and that he knows in his life. And then when Renee was on the stance, he was going to do his best to defend Oliver, but then when Diaz grabbed Zoe in the courtroom, that made him convince the judge that he is Oliver is Green Arrow. And because I don't think anyone in this city knows about the dragon, but I think except Ricardo Diaz. But and think of the other lawyer, Shoko, that he finds out that he hasn't been in Leon U the past 5 years, and she shows Judge Court, but whatever else he's been, like in Russia and Hong Kong. And then, someone came out in the Green Arrow suit and like, they followed the skyline and they went to the courtroom, and it turns out Tommy Merlin. Okay, that got me real hyped because we haven't seen him on the show ever since. I can't remember. I don't know the last time I've seen him on the show. Well, technically, we've seen him on the crossover with Earth X, Crisis of Earth X, but he was at Earth X Prometheus. So, but even though it was on the Arrow part, but I don't know if that's technically the last time we see him on Arrow, by technicality, but then, and they were also showing flashbacks of, like this guy, and Christopher Grant, aka the Human Target. Christopher Grant he's kind of like a chameleon sort of way. He disguises as other people and to get away with anything. And when we can found out that Tommy Merlin was in the van with Renee and John Diggle, and it turned Christopher Grant was Tommy Merlin the whole time. And that is awesome. I actually don't like that moment. That was a really good moment for me. And then Black Siren came into the court and Diaz wanted her to say that Oliver Queen is the Green Arrow, just because he wants to get away with it and get mess with him, and so he could take over Star City. But she instead said Tommy Merlin is the Green Arrow, and that was kind of a good thing. But now Ricardo Diaz was pissed. Ticked. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to curse. I'm sorry. But I'm sorry about that. Anyway. So that Ricardo gets mad that Black Star did that to him, and he was about to kill her, like, because they had like domestic violence sort of thing. And then she did not like that. Man, that was kind of hard to watch, to be honest. That was kind of hard to watch. And she shouldn't be scared of him. She shouldn't be scared of him. And she should be strong and fight back. Anywho, and so the court kind of pled him Oliver guilty, but then he didn't actually go to jail yet. But then later on, the judge somehow knew that Oliver Queen was not the Green Arrow. But then he claimed he got to go free because he was innocent and he had to go free. But then we also found out that the judge also happened to be Christopher Grant. The whole time. Now, I don't think he was both people at the same time when Tommy Merlin was in the courtroom. But I think the judge might have been went away later on. And then he pretended to be the judge the whole time, earlier and the rest of the time. And so that was John Diggle's plan, John Renee's plan. And Renee actually got the whole thing, and that I actually like that. And he's put things aside, make up with him, and Renee tried to make up with Oliver, and that's really good. That was a really good moment for me. That was a really good moment. And then Black Star decided to fight back against Diaz, but he was about to scream in his ear like he did to Vigilante. But Diaz got the best of her, and he grabbed this green something, not kryptonite, but little green little something that disables her canary cry, and that made her weak against him. Made her weak against him, and he thought the whole thing through. But overall, it was a really good episode overall, and that was. It was actually. I actually liked it so much. It was a real good Easter egg, and all that. Oh, that was a really good episode. Okay. Thank you. And that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching this review video again for a long while. If you like what you see, and if you're a fan of the Marvel, DC, Nintendo, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Digimon, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, anything in that culture, please make sure to smash the like button, hit the subscribe, and tap that bell. And I'll see you all. And last week's Flash was really good. I'm going to talk about that sometime maybe tonight when I get home from work. Or maybe later on before I leave. I don't know. Or maybe a little bit before I leave from work. I don't know yet. But I promise I'll do that. And I'll do this week's Arrow, Flash. I'm going to do Supergirl. I almost forgot about Supergirl. I'm going to do those videos as well. And do those reviews. I didn't get a chance to watch them, so I might do a video of one of them, or just two of them, or the two I didn't watch. Alright, okay. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. See you later.